Shanti, good morning. Today's Murli for 21st March 25. The essence is, sweet children, you have to purify the entire world with the power of yoga. By conquering Maya with the power of yoga, you can become the conquerors of the world. Question: what is the father's part? On what basis have you children recognized that part? Answer: the father's part in this drama is to remove everyone's sorrow and bestow happiness on them, to release everyone from the chains of Ravan. The night of devotion ends when the Father comes. The Father himself gives you his own introduction and also the introduction of his property. By knowing the one Father, you come to know everything. The song for today's Murli is You Are the Mother and You Are the Father. Om Shanti. You children have understood the meaning of Om Shanti. The Father has explained that each of you is a soul and that you have the main parts in this world drama. Who has these parts? Souls adopt bodies and act out their parts. So he is now making you children soul conscious. So we know that we are actors playing part in this drama. While playing our parts, we come down. So we become impure. And now Baba comes and his part is to make us soul conscious. You have been body conscious for so long. Now consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father. Our Baba has now come according to the drama plan. The Father comes in the night. There is no date or time recorded of when he comes. There is a date and time of those who take a physical birth. That one is the Parlokik Father. He doesn't take a physical birth. They give the date and time, etc., of the birth of Sri Krishna. For that one, that is Shiv, it is said that he takes a divine birth. The Father enters this one and tells us that this is an unlimited drama. In this drama, half the cycle is the night. I come when it is the night, when there is extreme darkness. There is no date or time for that. At present, devotion too is Tamo Pradhan. For half a cycle, it is an unlimited day. The Father himself says, I have entered this one. It says in the Gita, God speaks, however, no human being can be God. Sri Krishna is also with divine virtues. This is a world of human beings. It is not a world of deities. It is sung salutations to the deity Brahma. He is a resident of the subtle region. You children know that there is no flesh or bones there. There is a subtle white shadow of light. So in the subtle region, there are no bones, flesh, nothing. There's only white shadow of light. That's the subtle body. When souls are in the incorporeal world, they neither have subtle bodies nor bodies of bones. No human being knows any of this. Only the Father comes and tells you all of this. It is only you Brahmins and no one else who listen to this. The Brahmin clan only exists in Bharat, and that can only be when the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, establishes the Brahmin religion through Prajapita Brahma. He shouldn't be called the creator. It is not that he creates a new creation. He simply rejuvenates it. He doesn't create anything new from scratch. He rejuvenates it. You call out to him, "Oh Baba, come into this impure world and make us pure." He is now making you pure. You then purify this world with the power of yoga. By conquering Maya, you become the conquerors of the world. The power of yoga is also called the power of science. Rishis and Munis, etc., want peace, but they don't know the meaning of peace. Here, you definitely need to play your parts. The land of silence is your sweet home of silence. You souls now know that your home is the land of silence. We have come here to play our parts. They also call out to the Father, O purifier, remover of sorrow, bestower of happiness, come and release us from these chains of Ravan. Devotion is the night, and this knowledge is the day. When the night comes to an end, there's victory for this knowledge. This is a play about happiness and sorrow. You now know that in the beginning you were in heaven, that you gradually came down and then reached hell. No one knows when the Iron Age will end or when the Golden Age will begin. By coming to know the Father, you come to know everything from Him. People stumble around so much in their search for God. They don't know the Father. Only when He Himself comes and gives His own introduction and the introduction of His property can they know Him. His property is what He has. And what is His property? His property are the virtues, the powers. The inheritance is received from the father, not from the mother. This one is also called Mama, the mother, but you do not receive the inheritance from her. You must not remember her. Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar are also the children of Shiv. No one knows this either. Only the one Father is the creator of the entire unlimited world. All others are his creation. They are limited creators. That means they limited create, their creation is limited, which is physical. So the Father now tells you, children, remember me, and your sins will be absolved. Human beings do not know the Father, and so whom would they remember? Therefore, the Father says they have become complete orphans. This too is fixed in the drama. Both in devotion and in this knowledge, the most elevated act is of giving donations. On the path of devotion, people donate in the name of God. For what? They definitely do have some desire. They understand that whatever act they perform, they will receive the fruit of that in the next birth. Whatever they do in their present birth, they will receive the fruit of that in their next birth. They will not receive it for birth after birth. They only receive the fruit for one birth. The best act is to donate. A donor is called a charitable soul. Bharat is said to be a great donor. Bharat is said to be a great donor. Why Baba is calling Bharat the great donor? Because the land of Bharat was so abundant. Hmm. People came and Bharat was ready to welcome so many people who invaded. Hmm. They lived their life. Bharat was providing. The land still continues to provide. So Baba says Bharat is said to be a great donor. And it is this land of Bharat which also welcomes God. So the land is still giving. They don't give as many donations in other lands as they do in Bharat. The father too comes and donates to you children, and you children then donate to the father. It is said, Baba, when you come, we will give you everything bodies, minds, and wealth. We have no one but you. The father says, I too only have you children. You call me Heavenly God the Father, that is the one who establishes heaven. I come and give you the sovereignty of heaven. You children give everything to me, saying, Baba, all of this is yours. On the path of devotion, you also used to say, Baba, all of this has been given to us by you. Then, when it is used up, you become unhappy. That is the temporary happiness of devotion. The Father explains on the path of devotion, you used to give donations and perform charity indirectly. You continued to receive the fruit of that. Now, at this present time, I explain to you the significance of action, sinful action, and neutral action. Whatever actions you perform on the path of devotion, you receive the temporary happiness of that through me. No one else in the world knows these things. Only the Father comes and tells you the deep points of the philosophy of karma. No one carries out any bad acts in Golden Age. There's happiness and only happiness there. People remember heaven as a land of happiness. Everyone is now sitting in hell, but nevertheless, even then they say that so and so went to heaven. Souls like heaven so much. It is the soul that says so and so went to heaven. However, because souls are now tamopradhan, they do not know what heaven is or what hell is. The unlimited Father says, all of you have become so tamopradhan. You do not know this drama. You understand that the world cycle turns, and so it must definitely turn identically. People say this simply for the sake of saying it. It is now the confluence age. There's praise of only this one confluence age. The kingdom of the deities lasts for half of each cycle. Then, where does that kingdom disappear to? Who conquers it? No one knows this. What happens to that kingdom? Ravan conquers it. The vices conquer that kingdom. So the father says Ravan conquers it. They have then shown a war between the deities and devils. The father now explains you are defeated by the five vices of Ravan, and you then also gain victory over Ravan. You were worthy of worship, and you then become worshippers. You became impure. Therefore, you were defeated by Ravan. It is because Ravan is your enemy that you have been burning his effigy all this time. However, you didn't know this. The father now explains you became impure because of Ravan. These vices are called Maya. Those who conquer Maya become the conquerors of the world. Ravan is your oldest enemy. You now gain victory over these five vices by following Srimad. The Father has come to make you victorious. This is a game. Those who lose to Maya lose everything, and those who win against Maya win everything. Only the Father enables you to win. This is why he's called the Almighty Authority. Ravan too is no less of an almighty authority, but because he causes sorrow, he is not praised. Ravan is also very powerful, Baba is saying, but because Ravan causes sorrow, he is not praised. Ravan is very evil. He snatches your kingdom away. You now understand how you lose it and how you win it back. Souls also want peace. I want to return to my home. Devotees remember God, but because their intellects are like stone, they do not understand that God is the Father and that he must therefore surely receive the inheritance from him. Therefore, they must receive the inheritance from the Father. You definitely do receive it, but you don't know when you receive it or how you then lose it. So basically, what Baba is saying is that people perform devotion, they ask for temporary physical things from God. They don't realize that as Father, what does He give us? They pray, they ask for physical things, they might receive them, those physical things, because of their karma, because of their, donations and good karma that they are performing. And then they might lose it, right? For example, money, it's perishable, it will get over. Anything physical is perishable. But what God is giving us is imperishable. It doesn't get over, it lasts for so many births. The Father says, I sit in this body of Brahma and explain to you. I too need physical organs. I do not have physical organs of my own. There are sense organs in the subtle region too. You walk and move around just as they do in a silent movie. Those movies and talkies emerged, and so the father finds it easy to explain, to understand this drama. Once we understand the movie, right, how the movie, once it's recorded, it's there. So, in the same way, this drama is there. It's unlimited drama, unlimited part, unlimited script that we play, birth after birth. They have physical power, whereas you have the power of yoga. If those two brothers, that is Russia and America, were to come together, they could rule the whole world. However, at present they are divided. You children should have the pure pride of silence. You conquer the world with silence and on the basis of Man Manabhav. Consider yourself to be a soul and remember the Father. That's Man Manabhav. So we conquer the world with silence and with the power of Man Manabhav. They have pride in silence, whereas you have pride in silence, in which you consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father. It is by having this remembrance that you become Sato Pradhan. Baba shows you a very easy method for this. You know that Shiv Baba has come in order to give you children your inheritance of heaven once again. Whatever iron aged bondages you have, the Father says, forget them. Even donate your 5 vices to me. You have been saying mine, mine for a long time. My husband, my this, my that. Forget all of it. While seeing everything, do not have any attachment to anything. Baba only explains these things to you children. Those who do not know the Father cannot understand this language. The Father comes and changes ordinary humans into deities. Deities exist in the Golden Age. There are ordinary human beings in the Iron Age. Even now, there are still signs of the deities, there are images. You call me the purifier. I do not become degraded. You say we were pure, and we then became degraded and impure. Now you have to come and purify us so that we can return to our home. This is spiritual knowledge. These are the imperishable jewels of this knowledge. This knowledge is new. I now teach you this knowledge and tell you the secrets of the Creator and the beginning, middle, and end of creation. This is now an old world. Remove all your attachment from everyone, including your friends, relatives, and even your own bodies. You children now have to give everything to the Father. The Father then gives you the sovereignty of heaven for 21 births. Giving and taking take place. We give something, Baba gives. The Father gives you your fortune of the kingdom for 21 births. People speak of 21 births, 21 generations. It means that you have a full life for 21 births. There you do not shed your body in middle age. There is no untimely death. You become immortal and the masters of the land of immortality. Death never comes to you there. You are now making effort to die, dying alive. The Father says, renounce all your bodily relationships, including those with your own bodies, and have all your relationships with the one Father. You now have to go into relationships of happiness. You will continue to forget any bondages of sorrow. Whilst living at home with your families, you have to become pure. The Father says, constantly remember me alone, and along with that, imbibe divine virtues as well. Become like these deities. This is your aim and objective. Lakshmi and Narayan were the masters of heaven. How did they claim that kingdom? Where did they then go? No one knows this. You children now have to imbibe these divine virtues. Never cause sorrow for anyone. The Father is the remover of sorrow and bestower of happiness. Therefore, you have to show everyone this path to happiness. That is, you have to become sticks for the blind. The Father has now given each of you a third eye of this knowledge. You now know how the Father plays his part. Everything the Father teaches you now will later disappear. Deities don't have this knowledge. Only you Brahmins, you mouth-born children of Brahma, know this knowledge of the Creator and creation. No one else can know this. If Lakshmi and Narayan had had this knowledge, it would mean that it continues from very beginning of time. Hmm. Then they would not come down, right? If they had this knowledge. And if they knew that, oh, we are going to become impure after some time, huh? Would they live that life of liberation in life? No. So there is no need for this knowledge because everyone there is in state of salvation. You now donate everything to the Father, and the Father then gives you everything for 21 births. No one else can make such a donation. You know that you have to give everything. Baba, all of this belongs to you. You are everything for us. You are the mother and the father. He plays his part. He adopts us children, and then he himself teaches us. Then he himself becomes our guru and takes us back home. He says, remember me, and you will become pure. I will then take you back home with me. This sacrificial fire that has been created is the sacrificial fire of this knowledge of Shiv. You sacrifice your bodies, minds, and wealth in this. You surrender everything in happiness. Only souls remain. Baba, we will now only follow your Srimad. The father says, while living at home with your families, you have to become pure. When someone reaches the age of 60, he makes preparations to go into the stage of retirement, but he doesn't make preparations to return home. You now receive this mantra from the Satguru. Man Mana Bhav. It's now time to go back home. God speaks, remember me, and your sins will be absolved. Tell everyone it is now the age of retirement for all of you. Remember Shiv Baba. You now have to return to your home. Acha. To you, sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bapdada. The spiritual father says Namaste to you, spiritual children. And the spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dharana. Make your soul Satopradhan by removing all your iron-aged bondages of karma from your intellect and by donating the five vices. Maintain the pure pride of silence. Make the soul Satopradhan by removing all your iron-aged bondages of karma. Because of karmic account, we have created these bondages from your intellect by donating the five vices. Maintain pure pride of silence. Use your body, mind, and wealth in a worthwhile way by sacrificing them with happiness into this sacrificial fire of Rudra. Give everything to the Father at this present time and claim your kingdom from the Father for 21 births. Today's blessing. May you be a charitable soul with self respect. May you be a charitable soul with self respect by renouncing any trace of bossiness. So, self respect and bossiness. The children who have self respect are bestowers who give everyone respect. A bestower means one who is merciful and would not even have the slightest thought of bossiness towards any soul. Why is this like this? You should not have done this. It should not be like this. Does knowledge say this? All of these things are traces of bossiness in a subtle form. However, charitable souls with self respect will uplift those who have fallen and enable them to be cooperative. They would never think that someone is suffering the consequences of their own actions, or that someone who does something will definitely receive the result of it and should fall. You children cannot have such thoughts. Even to say sometimes, oh, it's their karma. Yeah, they did this. Yeah, they will receive it. No, no. We children are children of the merciful Father. So we should have mercy for everyone. Thoughts of benevolence towards everyone. I'm a bestower. So let me have thoughts of mercy and benevolence. Slogan. The speciality of contentment and happiness enable you to experience the flying stage. The specialities of contentment and happiness enable you to experience the flying stage. It is Avyak signal. The sign of the power of truth is fearlessness. Where there's truth, you don't fear. It is said that where there's truth, the soul dances. That is because those who have the power of truth are constantly carefree and fearless, they continue to dance in happiness. When your sanskars and thoughts are weak, that weakness will bring about upheaval in your mind. Therefore, first of all, sacrifice your subtle weaknesses into the imperishable yajna of Rudra. That means if I have any weakness, any desires, I will have fear. So that weakness will make me have fear. So Baba says, give, give that weakness, sacrifice that weakness in the fire of Rudra, in yoga with Baba, and the soul will dance in happiness, in truth. Sure. Om Shanti. So in today's Murli, Baba is reminding us of surrendering everything to one Baba. It is give and take. Once we understand this knowledge of the drama, we know that whatever is mine is Baba's. So we surrender everything to Baba and use everything as a trustee. It's not that you give everything, but you keep it. But in my intellect, I'm using it as a trustee. So I'm not using it out of greed. I'm not using it out of any desire. So I'm using it as a trustee. So mindful, right? The other thing that Baba is saying is that to become pure, definitely power of yoga, donation, donate the five vices. So what Baba actually wants from us is the donation of the five vices. He says they don't belong to you, so give it to me. And then take the inheritance from Baba. So what Baba is giving us. So take that. Baba says we are children of the merciful Father, so have benevolence for everyone. Don't have bossy sanskar. Sometimes, we say things, we don't realize it's coming out of certain kind of bossiness. It's because of body consciousness. So when I am soul conscious, we understand, right? This drama, we played our parts in this drama, and what is God's part in this drama? His part in this drama is to make us soul conscious, to give us this knowledge, to purify us. This is his part. And every day through the Murli, Baba is reminding us, become soul conscious, remember me, become soul conscious, remember me. So when I am in soul consciousness, I have self-respect. What is self-respect? Self-respect is my truth, is how God is seeing me. That is my self-respect. Every day in the Murli, Baba gives us many self-respects. Like today, we are children of the bestower Father. I'm a merciful soul. This is self-respect, right? So when I have self-respect, then I have no trace of any kind of body conscious arrogance. And then my way of speaking with everyone is with respect. So Baba says, even to think that, oh, they don't have this knowledge, they don't understand this is so simple. Huh? Though this is their karma, they are doing this, they'll get the fruit of this. I told you so. All of that, Baba says, is body conscious. Even this mind, Baba says today, surrender all the mind. My husband, my child, my this, my life, my job, my everything, just surrender it to Baba. Nothing belongs to me. So Baba is bringing our attention to that today. Today, Baba says if we have contentment and if we have ha- specialty of contentment and happiness, give us the experience of flying. So I'll be light. Power of truth. So let's surrender everything to Baba. Visualize that I, the soul, is in my home, the home of silence. I reside there with my Supreme Father. I've played my part in this drama. I started off as pure Satopradhan deity, and then I came down, getting influenced by Ravan, the five vices. It's now time to go back home. I connect to my Supreme Father and I receive my inheritance from him. This power of love with the divine creates a fire, the fire of yoga. And in this fire, I donate my five vices. Visualize that the impressions of these vices on the soul is getting deleted, coming pure. Shanti. Om Shanti. So have a wonderful day with Baba. See you tomorrow. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.